The desert, a place of solitude, silence, and shadows. But sometimes those shadows hold something sinister. Tonight we're diving deep into the heart of fear itself with 3 terrifying true desert horror stories. These tales, recounted by the master of horror himself, Mr. Nightmare, will leave you breathless and terrified. From abandoned mines to blazing tents and mysterious family secrets, this is not your average ghost story. So turn off the lights, grab your blankets, and prepare to be disturbed. Watch till the end, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you love creepy content. Let's begin. Our first tale of terror takes us to the scorching Nevada desert, where a group of thrill-seeking teenagers stumble upon a horror they never could have imagined. They follow a shadowy Instagram account, its posts filled with cryptic messages and eerie images of abandoned locations. It leads them to a desolate mine shaft in the heart of the Mojave, a place whispered to be cursed by locals. One member of the group, a brooding young man named Charles, seemed strangely familiar with the location. He'd urged the others to come, assuring them it would be an adventure they'd never forget. Little did they know, his words would prove chillingly prophetic. As they descend into the darkness of the mine, the air grows heavy, thick with the weight of unseen eyes. The teenagers laugh nervously, their bravado a thin veil over their mounting fear. Then they hear it, a scraping sound echoing through the tunnels. It's close, too close. Panic sets in. They scramble back towards the entrance, their hearts pounding in their chests, and that's when it hits them, a blood-curdling scream, inhuman, filled with a rage that chills them to the bone. They don't wait to see the source of the sound. They run, fleeing the darkness as if the devil himself were on their heels. But their escape is just the beginning. Days later, haunted by the memory of that scream, they return to the mine. One of them lost their wallet in the chaos, and they're desperate to retrieve it. They creep back into the darkness, their fear a living thing now, suffocating them, and that's when they find it. Or rather, a part of it. A single shoe, ripped to shreds, lying discarded on the dusty ground. It's the shoe their friend was wearing, the one who was closest to the darkness. But it's not the torn fabric or the missing laces that terrify them. It's the bite marks, deep ragged gashes that could never have been made by any animal they knew. The echo of their fear in the mine? It wasn't an echo at all. Something was down there with them, something hungry, something patient, and it may still be there waiting for its next victims. Our next descent into darkness takes us under a sky ablaze with stars. A young couple, deeply in love, ventures into the vast desert for a romantic weekend of stargazing and solitude. The first 2 nights are idyllic, filled with laughter, whispered secrets, and the comforting crackle of the campfire. But their secluded paradise is about to become a living nightmare. On the 3rd night, a sense of unease settles over the campsite. The usual comforting sounds of the desert night are replaced by a series of distant howls, each one closer than the last. They try to ignore it, to convince themselves it's just coyotes, but deep down, a primal fear begins to stir. The boyfriend wakes in the dead of night to a sound that sends shivers down his spine. The distinct sound of footsteps, slow and deliberate, just outside their tent. He lies frozen, holding his breath, listening as the footsteps circle their fragile shelter. He can feel the heat of his girlfriend's body beside him, hear the gentle rhythm of her breathing. He doesn't want to wake her, doesn't want to believe that the danger is real. Suddenly a wall of fire erupts just feet from the tent. The dry canvas ignites instantly, flames licking at the nylon like hungry demons. They scramble out of the inferno, choking on smoke, their skins stinging from the intense heat. They have no time to grab their belongings, no time to think. They run, fleeing blindly into the darkness, the screams of something inhuman echoing behind them. They run until their lungs burn and their legs scream for mercy, the image of the burning tent seared into their minds. They huddle together under the vast, indifferent desert sky, listening to the horrifying sounds of whatever hunted them fade into the night. They barely make it back to their truck by daybreak, their bodies battered, their clothes singed, their minds teetering on the edge of madness. They survive the night, but the desert doesn't let go so easily. They leave forever changed, haunted by the memory of the burning tent and the chilling knowledge that something evil lurks in the shadows of paradise. Chapter 3. The Name in the Silence. Our final tale of terror is a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are not the ones that hide in the shadows, but the ones that hide in plain sight. A young man from Arizona always suspected his mother harbored secrets, her past shrouded in a veil of mystery. One night, during a late-night phone call, he overhears her whispering a name, a single chilling syllable. R. He tries to brush it off, but the name lodges in his mind like a splinter, festering with each passing year. Years later he embarks on a solo road trip, seeking solace and adventure in the vast expanse of the desert. But his journey takes a terrifying turn when he's ambushed by two pickup trucks, their headlights blinding him in the darkness. Three men, their faces hidden behind ski masks and their intentions clearly malicious, rob him at gunpoint, stripping him of his cash, his phone, his sense of security. As they're about to leave, one of the men notices he's still on a call. He rips the phone away, his voice a menacing growl. "Who are you talking to?" he demands. The young man, his heart pounding in his chest, manages to stammer, My mother?" The man puts the phone to his ear, and the young man listens in terror as the man speaks to his mother. "We have your son," the man says, his voice devoid of emotion. There's a pause, then the man utters a single word, the word that has haunted the young man for years. R. The effect is instantaneous. The man's demeanor shifts, his voice losing its edge. He speaks to the young man's mother in hushed tones, then hangs up the phone and tosses it back to him. "You're free to go," he says, his voice strangely gentle now. They return his belongings, everything except the cash, and disappear back into the darkness, leaving him shaken and confused. When he finally reaches his destination, he confronts his mother about the phone call, about the name R. She dismisses his concerns, claiming she simply threatened to call the police, but he sees the flicker of fear in her eyes, the way she avoids his gaze. He's left to grapple with the unsettling truth. His mother is connected to something dark, something dangerous. Was it a connection to a criminal past, a favor owed, or something even more sinister? He may never know the full truth, but one thing is certain: the desert holds secrets, and some secrets are best left buried. 3 stories, 3 deserts, 3 chilling encounters with the unknown. The desert, a place of stark beauty and unforgiving nature, can be a breeding ground for fear, a canvas upon which our deepest anxieties are projected. Which story chilled you to the bone? Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more true horror breakdowns. Until next time, stay out of the shadows.